Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I would like to welcome you to the next episode of Clockwork Empires. Now, between episodes, I had to find a graphic that would represent this series, as I do for everything. There always needs to be a thumbnail for the YouTubey stuff, and I hadn't yet named the series. So I was looking around, usually Google this type of stuff, looking for Clockwork Empires, go to the Clockwork Empires website, and pull up their wallpapers. I mean, this is stuff that they themselves produce, so I can use it. And there was one which just had the word Onwaaaaards. I was like, yes, that is totally the right name for this series. I mean, I'm always saying Onwaaaaards, and it's just appropriate. So yeah, this series is now called Onwaaaaards. Marvellous. I just wanted to share that because I thought it was kind of neat. The other thing that has occurred is a number of people have asked me for characters to be named after them. So we are going to do that. First of all, we have Noble Sir, which very disappointingly has been claimed by someone. I love the name, but oh well, it'll have to be changed because you guys come first. I'm still going to call it Noble, and this goes to Pirate Mossman. If I can spell. Pirate Mossman. So there we go. Now we have Noble Pirate Mossman, which I think is kind of hilarious as well. So it's acceptable. That's you done. Where's my pencil? There it is. Let me tick that one off. Just cross you out. Yeah. And then we have the Don, who wanted a fisherman or lumberjack. Now that's a little more difficult to do because that is not technically a profession in and of its own. You can have the carpenter, Ada Goldenhook, or you can have someone who is not currently assigned to anything, because the ones who are not assigned to a building are the ones who do all the other kind of miscellaneous jobs, of which lumberjacking is one. Don't even know if fishing is in this game. Must be. Kitchen, ceramics, barracks, mine, naturalists, public barber. I'm not seeing anything that could be that. I'm going to assume it's just part of foraging, so again, you're just one of the outdoorsy people. So let's pick up the people. We have unassigned workers. I'll need to deal with that as well. What are you? Pioneering spirit, happiest outdoors, gregarious. Oh no, that's pirate bossman. Never mind. You are currently the farmer, so you don't qualify. You. Fishy behaviour. Oh, there we go. Fishy behaviour. You wanted to be the fishing person. Pioneering spirit. I mean, you're scholarly, so you'll probably eventually end up as a scientist. But until then, you're going to be the outdoors. Generally prone to enjoying fishy things, more susceptible to weird fishy things. Generally enjoys eating fungus. Generally enjoys making friends with fungus. Okay, yeah, I think that you are going to be the Don. We'll do the surnames, actually. The Don. Right, you don't even need a name. Can I give you? Jip. There you go. You're just the Don. In fact, let's change that again. Let's get rid of your surname and just make you the Don. There we are. So we don't have that weird gap. And speaking of surnames, actually, I'm going to give Mordred the full name. Mordred Viking. You have a surname, might as well use it. Marvellous. Right, and then that's the Don done, so let's cross you off. And then we have Clune, who actually has a full name. One moment, let me double check what it was. So I was only writing down like the surname, but seeing as we're giving everyone else the full name, Owen Clune. Okay. Noted down. Where's the game gone? Is that it? That's it. It's alt tabbed there, so I was trying to work out where the game icon was. It didn't actually have an icon on the task menu. Okay, you did not specify what you wanted to do, so I'm just going to make you... not sure. Carpenter? Or Gideon? Gideon Goldenoak. We'll change your name to Owen Clune. Owen Clune. Change name. Now I just need to remember that that is actually someone's name, because you don't have one of the more like anonymized names like Pirate Bossman or Mordred. Though I guess Mordred's more normal, but Mordred Viking isn't. So we have Owen Clune, the Don, Noble Pirate Bossman, Mossman, sorry, not Bossman, though that would also be kind of funny. Okay, that's the admin stuff done, so let's get back into the game. And we are basically just letting tasks complete. we're going to have to get a soldier at some point as well once the barracks is fully operational. In fact, we can assign someone to be the soldier right now. Let's have a look what your skills were. You are level 1 stoneworker. We have loads of stoneworkers. You're going to be a scientist eventually, so I don't think you're the right candidate. Mordred's going to be the soldier. Okay, so in here, assign overseer. Mordred Viking. Huzzah! Okay, Mordred's the soldier. Marvellous. Oh, and I do have unassigned workers, one of whom I'm going to give to Mordred so we can start training them up. And the second... in the kitchen? I think we'll probably have sufficient food to not need that. Give you to Owen Clune's crafting people. Marvellous. Okay. So many things are being built. We could potentially do with a second craftsman. Carpenter. Carpenter, that's the one. We're doing a lot of wood cutting. We are. If we look down here at Mordred. Are you training? No, you're just clapping at stuff and doing a little dance. Doing the huzzah dance, I'm sure, you know, in patriotic fervour. So what else do we need? I'm kind of tempted to say that we need a second worker's house. Yeah, I think we will. How big was this thing? It was like 6 by 6 or something. We'll get one more. We'll leave 2 spaces between you. That looks the right size. Yeah, I think it was 6 by 6. There's one way to find out, actually. Yeah, 6 by 6. Okay, marvellous. So we're going to hit done there. And we're going to go... we're going to give you some windows. That's not the right button. That is. I can click the right number of times. And a door. And 3 cots. 1, 2, 3. Marvellous. Okay. Which will mean that I need to assign 3 more cots. Are you working on the musket locker? You are. And then after that, you can build us the cot. Right. So we can get some more labourers in because we have upgraded this successfully. Mordred, what are you doing, buddy? Look like you're vomiting or something. No, you are now preaching. Kind of looks like you are. Come on, guys. We need to get this soldiery stuff locked in and finished. What are we lacking? We need 8 planks. We need more logs. That's the problem. We are still woodcutting. Ominous dreams. Mordred Viking claims to have had strange dreams and speaks of it. In my dream, my thoughts were one with the omnipotent idiot constructor. Oh, it had to be Mordred who gets that one, doesn't it? Has to be. Willing vast architectures into incomprehensible geometries. Patterns within patterns formed unthinkable angles which left me feverish and exhausted come morning. How should you respond? Fascinating. Please try to find out more. We need to know more about the omnipotent idiot constructor. That's totally me. Oh, that's funny. The very fact that Mordred has to come had to get that one. Oh, that's brilliant. Love it. Okay. We do have these ovens finished, so we can say one is going to be fungus stew and the other one's going to be maize chowder. Chowder. If only I could say that like the Bostonians. Okay, we are producing planks. Do we have 2 people in here right now? We do. So one of them is not really doing very much. So in fact what I would like to do is grab another carpentry workbench, which we can just stick in here so that when you're having a bit of downtime, when the assembling table is not in use, you can work on that. We have 40 provisions, we need to keep an eye on that. We may need a second cook at some point. An overcast day. The clouds come in thick today, turning everything a rather dull grey. The crops will grow more slowly, but the colonists don't mind the weather much. It feels just like home, remarks one. Because of course they are English, and it's always cloudy. Alright, we're getting a good amount of wood coming in now, I think. We're still working on the planks. Are you working yet? Nope. 7 planks. I think we need 8. Ah, he's bringing in some logs. He can work on that. Building that. Marvellous. Okay, good. And we are almost done cutting that wood, actually, so let's assign some more wood to be cut. I have to go a little bit further out now. It's kind of annoying that this map is so hilly. And it's going to be a pain to build this settlement up. Alright, here we go. There's Mordred training, doing some press-ups and stuff. Oh no, that's not Mordred, that's Mordred. That's the other training person. Cool. And we're done in here. I'm going to say that we want some more planks. I'm going to change that to have a minimum of 20 planks at any time, so that everyone can be busy. Jolly good. What's going on over here? Don't know. Provisions are going up. Disturbance is still at 1. We have lots of space. We've got the carpenters now working on that. Jolly good. No longer maddened. Mordred Viking has recovered from intense despair. She feels like an upstanding subject of the Queen once more. Marvellous. At what point can I build the Overseer house? I need bricks, for which I will need a ceramics workshop. Okay, we'll see if we can set one up. Do a 6x6 structure as kind of usual, and we're also going to say that we are going to. What is this? Is that just produces stone, harvest with surface mine nodes? Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but it's not selecting. So in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete you and say mine that. There we go. Saving. Come on. There we are. I thought I was going to save this kind of area for more crops if we need. So maybe I'm going to build over here, in which case we need to flatten some more terrain. In here. See if we can. And then after that, I think we're going to try and flatten some of this. Again, shall we? Flatten this. You two have clearly got some jobs to be doing. Now come on, get on with it. And this could also do with being flattened. Okay. Disturbance 5. Okay, we've got a bunch more people in. Oh yeah, we have 5 unassigned workers. Crikey. Right, so let's assign 2 of you to the Don. And 1 more to Owen Clune. And then 2 to Noble Pirateman. And there we are. Marvellous. And Mordred has the... Oh, hello. Who's this? We have a fishman! One of the first of the locals that we have found. Cool. Immigrants arrive. Recent reports of your colony's progress, and more importantly, ample housing, have drawn immigrants to your colony. Approaching from the border, you see 5 labourers. They seem to be doing well, as befits those braving the wilderness to a new colony. Marvellous. Okay. So we need those cots to be done. We do need another shooty place. Over here. Stop doing that. Put a gun locker here in the corner. Because we do have 2 people working out of here. Yes, we do. Okay. Still need those cots to be built, and in fact we are not currently producing any cots. I want another 3. Whoops, deleted it. Cot. 3. I do wish that there was a way of just automatically saying assign products that are needed. Or something like that. That would be quite nice to have. Oh, right. We were told to make just the one. Not just one. Make sure there are any time 10. And then we can get a bit of a mix of different food types, which would be lovely. Marvellous. How's the food supply? Food supply is dwindling a little, so once we get another person coming in, when the population from this room goes up, thanks to the cots, then I think we will assign them to the kitchen. We may even want to get another labourer's room. How much labouring? Yeah, we have a lot of space for more labourers. So let's do that. Let's assign another room. Oh, we need to get rid of that stuff first. So let's make sure that all of this is foraged out, because that looks like foraging. Anything cut here? And just clear that out, please. Marvellous. And that. Okay. And that's already been flattened. Excellent. Has this been flattened? They are currently working on it. Oh, the soldiers interacting with the fishermen. Not sure I approve of that. Fraternising with the natives. Okay, so we have built the 3 cots. That was done rather quickly. Jolly good. What else do we need? Maybe we could do a decor area. Oh, we need another musket locker. We do need that. So we'll work on that first. You guys are foraging those berries, which will give us a little bit more food. Disturbance 9. So our disturbance is now climbing quite a lot, because we are beginning to expand outside of like the initial starting circle, as we're starting to get more buildings and particularly more people right now. Intimidation of the fish people. Victoria Ironcowl has been actively intimidating a wandering fish person in order to drive them away. Allowing this behaviour will discourage fish people from hanging around your colony, but might lead to conflict. How shall you respond? Only give them trouble if they start it. We don't really know much about these people just yet, so we're just going to have more of a laissez-faire attitude towards it, though we will be building up our garrison, of course, just in case. Are we going at double speed? Yeah. Feels like this could go slightly quicker. Oh, someone's talking about bad things. Traits: brutish, more prone to cause problems in the colony when angry, inflicts slightly more damage in combat. You are one of Erin Clune's workers. Of course, the workers do all have traits as well. So, for example, Victoria Ironcowl is gregarious. Unlike other colonists, becomes happier if the colony becomes more populated. The colonist feels at home in a crowd. And everyone's off shift right now. Staunch traditionalist. Becomes upset when not given anything to do. May also dislike close association with foreigners. We have plenty of assignments still, and the game is paused. That's why nothing is moving. Whoopsie. Happiness 0. Tortured by hunger. Typical workplace. You shouldn't be tortured by hunger. There's loads of food. What's the problem? Mordred, if you need to go and eat, go and eat. Hopelessly starving. On the verge of starvation. Why? You can get out. Are you telling me you're blocked in here? Yeah, you've got no military skill, so you've not been training at all. So yes, I think that you are blocked in over here. That's not good. Modules, dismantle module. Let's dismantle that one. I would like that to be done as a matter of some priority. Because Mordred seems to be stuck. Fish people vandalism. A fish person has been witnessed destroying colonial property. Again. We cannot allow these fish people to rampage around, smashing cabbages and defacing structures. How shall you respond this time? Beatings. We will punish the fish person vandal. Which is why we really need that freaking soldier. Better be moving that. You are. Good. Oh, you are still training. Right, Mordred, can you get out? There you go. Right, let's put that cot back in, shall we? We do still have it over there. Modules, whoops. And then sleepy place, cot. Which, whoops, does suggest that it is possible to get stuck. So we need to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So how you got stuck there, I'm not entirely sure. Taking that back to the stockpile? Yes. I think you need to take it back to the stockpile before you can bring it back in. Who's this? Oh, you're the fish person who probably got beaten. Get out of here. Ada Goldhook has become maddened by despair. She may act erratically until she has found solace one way or another. Public house will speed up the recovery process. A public house will speed up many people's recovery process. Alright, Mordred, you back in business? I do believe you are. Yes? No? You are still unhappy. Poorly fed. That should dissipate over time. Provisions do seem to be going down slightly, so we could definitely do with another person. We do have an extra population slot, so we should see someone coming in fairly soon. Right. I think that calls for another house. I thought I told you to forage this stuff. Oh, I see. Does it grow back over time? Okay, maybe I don't want to destroy those. Alright, when you've done clearing that, or maybe we'll build one back here. You know what? We'll flatten some land back here. We'll flatten this whole area and use this kind of a housing zone. It's going to take a lot of work, but I think it will be worthwhile. Housing, poor person's house, leave a double space, 6 by 6. Wasn't in line. Now it is. Done. And I want a door. And I want some windows. Like so. Marvellous. Okay. Onwards. And we're going to need some more cots. And we're going to need to place those cots. Preferably in a way that we don't get caught out again. Would be nice. So I guess that this kind of weird terrain over here is kind of fish person territory. What's going on up here? See that? You've gone a long way from home, Mordred. What are you doing? Mordred is maddened due to high despair and prone to irrational decisions. Just because he's still pissed about being hungry. There seem to be 2 of you out here. Maybe not. Well, you're revealing a bit more territory, I guess, which is good. Provisions are going up. That is a good sign. We have housing for even more people, especially once this all gets built. Those 3 cots have been constructed. Yes, they have. So what do we need now? I think we kind of want a decor workbench. And we should go and place one of those as well. in there. Marvellous. Okay. Still no unassigned workers. Whoa, hello. Intimidation of the fish people. Mordred Viking has been actively intimidating a wandering fish person in order to drive them away. Only give them trouble if they start it. Beatings. Basically, you're just going to give the same responses. I mean, part of that is probably Mordred provoking them by wandering off, I would assume. Another area here that I would like to get mined out. Is this stuff we can forage? Some of it is. No idea if those berries grow back or not. Disturbance 10. Disturbance has gone down, however provisions is also nosediving. Ah, we got some more immigrants, that's why. Marvellous. Okay, so we are definitely going to assign at least one of those to farming and one of those to the kitchen. And then we have one more. Fish people seem to be rather aggressive here, so we could give another one to the army, just so we have the people trained. Or do another one to the unassigned task. So including you can have another person. And speaking of those people, like if you would like a character named after you, do let me know in the comments. We do still have several overseers available that can be named. I think I probably will only name the overseers. I'm not going to bother with the others. But they are available if you wish them. Alright, we are still leveling that area off. We're getting a nice bit of flat terrain here. It's taken some work to get to, but we're getting there. Which is excellent. Ooh, bandits. No deal with bandits. On day 8 you made no particular... Oh, bollocks. I missed a decision. The gang known as Zora's Squeaky Clean Gang, which consists of 3 bandits, has been sighting setting up camp nearby. The barbarous rogues are known to be violent and hostile. They're not bothering us yet, but these vagabonds will surely make demands in the future, if not outright attack peaceful colonists. We can confront the bandits with military force. We can attempt a diplomatic resolution. We can't tolerate brigandage in this fine colony. Shoot them on sight. Which would somewhat suggest that we need another soldier. Nah, we'll leave the 2 just training. It's fine. Because apparently ordinary colonists can fight. They just can't fight as well as trained soldiers. Okay, we are out of jobs here. So we can create bric-a-brac. I think that basically everything else on this list requires bric-a-brac. So we're just going to have you on bric-a-brac. Build order. And I want 20 at a time. We may even need a second decor workbench and possibly even a second carpenter shop at some point. The building quality is dropping significantly, and that does reduce the happiness of the people working there. But we are getting decor, so decor should help to offset that. Anyway, I think that is going to be the end of this episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then please do consider subscribing as well. If you have any tips or advice for me, do let me know in the comments. And likewise, if you would like a overseer named after you, do let me know there as well. Cool. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.